my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Roche-Posay Cicaplast Baume B5 cream, which can be used daily in the morning and or evening, and you can reapply it throughout the day if you should feel the need. And you can use this cream on your face and or body, and it's suitable for babies above 4 months, for children and adults. Now, when working with this cream, it works well if you have dry to very dry skin, if you have sensitive skin, or even experience irritated skin, such as inflamed skin, where you want to use this cream either on larger areas, such as all over your face, or only on specific areas to hydrate, calm and soothe the skin, to give you a relief from it. And this is basically for what you can use this cream. And you can use it again on your face and or body, and I'm going to keep my focus mainly on my face so that you can see it visually when using it. However, it's going to be the exact same for your body as well, since the first step before applying the cream is not going to change, because it is important that you're going to apply the cream, especially in the morning and or evening, on freshly washed, clean and dry skin. So it doesn't matter if this is for your face or body, you're going to apply it on freshly washed, clean and dry skin. And so if you want to use it on your face, in that specific case, you're going to work with a gentle and suitable cleanser that does not irritate nor dry out the skin. If you're going to use it on your body, after the shower would be, for example, a great moment to apply the cream, since it is freshly washed, clean, and then you're going to pat the skin dry and then apply it. And so when working with a cleanser, if you want to use it on your face, make sure that you find a cleanser that's suitable for your skin type and needs. So again, it shouldn't irritate nor dry out the skin, yet it should be able to remove any excess oil, dirt and sweat. And in the evening, to break down the cream, maybe your stubborn sunscreen and makeup, then it is important that you're going to adjust the cleanser so that you're able to break everything down to have a properly freshly washed and clean skin. Now, I have two examples right here. Once I have a daily gentle cleanser, such as Cetaphil Gentle Foaming Cleanser, which is great for normal to dry combination skin. So again, it is important that you're finding a cleanser that's suitable for your skin type. So this would be a great example. Or as for my evening cleanser, I usually tend to use a balm cleanser, which are great for all skin types. And they usually break down sunscreen, makeup, like heavier creams all in one go, so that you have a freshly washed and clean face afterwards without irritating the skin, yet hydrating it. And for that I'm using Paula's Choice Omega Complex Cleansing Balm. So those are two great examples that you can use, but again, you need to adjust it depending on how your cleanser works to break down the cream, your sunscreen and makeup. And so when working with a cleanser, make sure that you're going to read on the back of the packaging on how you should use your cleanser, so that you can follow the directions, since the directions can change depending on the cleanser that you're using. If you're going to use a different cleanser, as I'm about to use myself, of course go ahead, use that one. If it works really well for your skin, then stick to it. Just make sure to again read what it says on the back of the packaging so that you can follow the instructions. Now I'm going to stick with Cetaphil's Gentle Foaming Cleanser, and with this one it is important that I'm going to wet my face and neck at first before applying the cleanser. So if that should be the case for you as well, then now you're going to get started with wetting the skin with lukewarm water to warm water, and then after that you're going to use a bit of the cleanser, massage it onto the skin and then rinsing it off. So let's go ahead and do this. So, and then go ahead, take your cleanser and either use about 1 to 2 pumps, so about a coin size amount of your cleanser, or if you're using a foaming cleanser as I do, then you probably need to use about 3 to 4 pumps. Then use it between your hands and gently massage it all over your face and neck for about 30 seconds to a minute. So, and once you have massaged it all over your face and neck, you can go ahead and rinse it off again with lukewarm water to warm water. In case you should have troubles removing the cleanser properly from the skin, you can go ahead and use a fresh washcloth, which you can wet in between, and this can help you to remove the cleanser a bit better. So now go ahead and take a fresh towel and pat the skin dry. Now, once you have washed your face, the same would apply if you want to use it on your body, then it is important that you now are going to apply the cream on dry skin. And so if you only want to use it on a specific areas, that's fine. And so I'm going to now give you an example in my case. So I do suffer from redness right here, and from time to time it can become more obvious and then also start to like basically sting and irritate my skin. And in that specific case, if you should have an area like this as well on your face or maybe on your body, then go ahead and use a fair amount, but still do not crazily overdo it, and just use it on that specific area. And then gently pat it or blend it over that area where you have either dry skin, sensitive or irritated skin. So, and now you can go ahead, and if that's going to be your evening routine, so if you're planning on using this cream on that specific area in the evening, then you're now going to basically leave it as it is, and you're just going to focus it on that specific area and then basically go to bed. The same would apply if you're going to use it on a specific area on your body, let's say your elbows, then use a small amount, still enough that you can cover the area, that you have a nice protection over, and then apply it on, for example, the elbow, your knees, your feet, and then go to bed. So this is how simple you can keep it. However, if you are now going to use it in your morning and you're being exposed to the sun, still, even though you just have used it on that specific area that feels irritated, mainly also for your face and neck, because if it gets colder, you're wearing longer clothes where you're not really exposing the rest of your body. So if in that case, the sunscreen on your body may not be as important, but during the summer it is. But still, it won't change the fact that when being exposed to the sun and you have used it where the skin is being exposed to the sun, you need to protect it with sunscreen during daytime. And so it is still important that even though you have only used it on that specific area, to now move on to the next step, which would be apply your sunscreen all over to protect the skin. Now, some people may ask, well, can I use it as a facial moisturizer? Well, yes, you can use it as a facial moisturizer, and when using it as a facial moisturizer, the same thing would apply. So first of all, after you have washed your face, you're now going to use a fair amount so that you can evenly apply it all over your face and neck, have a nice thin layer all over, and then during daytime basically protect the skin with a sunscreen. Then use it between your fingers and evenly and gently apply it all over your face, as well as neck if you should feel the need. Now, what's important if you are going to use it as a facial moisturizer is that please do not apply it on top of your eyelids, and please do not get it too close to the actual eye, right underneath. So basically avoid the eye area. You can use it on the eye contour, but do not get it too close to the actual eye. So, and once you have applied it all over your face and neck, then you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Again, the same would apply if you're now going to use it on your body. You can either specifically use it on one small area, or you can use it on larger body parts as well. And again, if that area is not being exposed to the sun, then again, there's no sun protection needed. However, if it is, then please don't forget to follow with sun protection afterwards. So if you're going to use it as your facial moisturizer in your evening routine, again, there is no sunscreen needed, only during daytime when being exposed to the sun. And so in that specific case, you now can go ahead and move on to a separate sunscreen and apply it on top. And if you do so, please make sure that you're still using a sunscreen that's suitable for your dry skin, that's suitable for your sensitive skin, that it does not irritate the skin or sting or burn on the skin in any way, because that's something that we wanted to avoid, since we're already using a cream that helps to hydrate, soothe and calms irritated and dry skin. And so in this specific example, I have, for example, Anessa's Sensitive Milk Sunscreen. And when using a sunscreen, use about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon for your face, neck and décolletage to properly protect the skin. Now, if you're being new to it, you can go ahead and include also a teaspoon where you have it as a measurement. So you can use about half a teaspoon for your face and neck, a bit more if you want to blend it down towards your décolletage, and then see how much you're going to use to get an idea of how much sunscreen you need to apply for those specific areas. And once you understand and remember how much you need to use, then you basically can skip the teaspoon and just pour it in the palm of your hand. So about that much. Use it in the palm of your hand and then evenly apply it all over. So, and once you have applied your sunscreen all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now, please remember to apply your sunscreen 10 to 15 minutes before sun exposure. Use at least an SPF of 15, or if you're being exposed to the sun for like several hours throughout the day, then move up to an SPF of 30 or greater. And don't forget to reapply the sunscreen throughout the day. If you should have sweat a lot or went for a swim, wear the sunscreen can move and wear off throughout the day to keep the protection going. So there's only one more thing that I do want to emphasize, which may be a concern depending on the sunscreen that you're using. If after you have applied your sunscreen on top of La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Baume cream and it feels like it cannot absorb into the skin, then you may want to switch to their version where they already have sunscreen in it, since you can get the Cetaphil cream with SPF already in it, so that you do not need to apply a separate sunscreen afterwards, and you can calm, hydrate and soothe the skin, yet protect it from the sun during daytime. And then in the evening you are going to use the normal version of it, since there is no sunscreen needed. So this is something that I do want to emphasize, depending on the sunscreen that you're using and how it feels on the skin. Now, this is also what I wanted to share with you on how you can properly use La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Baume B5 cream. And if you find this video helpful and you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!